Well, Boro go to Nottingham Forest on the back of another win in the Championship. Never got out of first gear in beating Doncaster Rovers at the Riverside, but that's all they really need to do. I think against some of the teams in this league, the quality gap has been there for all to see in the last 3 games. I think Boro should try and do a bit better than they did against Doncaster, because they aren't going to think they can go through the whole season playing in first gear. But there certainly will be a lot more tougher games to come than Doncaster, even though they did knock the ball around quite well and made Boro work to get it back. But it set them up nicely, really, for what should be a good cup-tied Forest. I think Gareth Southgate will make 1 or 2 changes. He certainly won't make wholesale changes. He reckons there'll probably be around 4. He doesn't want to interfere with the momentum that the side has already gathered, but at the same time he wants to see the winning run continue. So Boro will be going to the City ground to try and win. Obviously the game has to be decided on the night. It could be a long night, but let's hope that Boro can get through the 90 minutes without conceding a goal and have the game in the bag at that time. I do think that the team is gelling quite well. They did work very hard for each other in the 2 away games, and probably found that they had to work a bit harder than they expected against Doncaster, but it all came right in the end. Nice to see Leroy Lee to get off the mark with what I thought was a terrific goal. He'll be keen to add to that very quickly. What I would like to see is at least 1 more forward brought in to add a bit more competition up front. When Marvin Emner's got injured against Doncaster in the early stages, it did make you think that the squad was a bit thin up front. I mean, obviously Tunjai will probably be moving. We assume that Alves will be going as well, and it only leaves Jeremy Aliadi, who's a good utility player but maybe isn't a prolific goal scorer, and therefore isn't the kind of guy who you think should be playing up regularly up front for the whole of the campaign. May well get his chance against Forest, and I'm sure he'll enjoy the chance to get more match fitness under his belt. Maybe the 2 full-backs will come into contention, Justin Hoyce and Andrew Taylor, neither of whom have made a start yet this season. So there are a few options for Gareth, not as many as he would have liked, I would imagine. Maybe there'll be 1 or 2 more changes to the squad, as we say, over the next few days. But it's nice to see that everybody is concentrating on the cup tie. It's not a game that they regard as a nuisance. It's not one they want out of the way so they can then start concentrating on Bristol City. I think they'll go there with the right attitude, not too many changes, and they'll go there believing that they're quite capable of winning the game again.